take it off. I'm confused.
The mirror. I don't know what I'm looking at.
Okay, we are live, and now I'm going to admit people. Okay. Okay, I think that's everybody. All right, welcome everyone to our Conference 4A Boys Basketball Press Conference. We're joined first with the Huffman Falcons, and we've got Coach Scott Barrett. Coach, would you mind just starting us off, if you could give us just your overall thoughts on the game today?
Didn't turn out the way we wanted it to, obviously, but Argyle is good. They are really good, and they beat Faith Family, and Faith Family was a really, really good team. And sometimes you got to tip your hat and say, good game. They were the better team today for sure. So.
Thank you. I can now open it up for questions from the media. If you'll just go ahead and raise your hand by using the participants at the bottom of your screen, and then I will call on you when it's your turn. We can go ahead and start with Adam Coleman.
Hey, Coach, how you doing? This Adam from the Chronicle. We've spoken on the phone a few times.
Sure.
Congrats on a great season. I'm wondering if you can kind of explain the mood after the game. It kind of looked like I saw some smiles. It kind of looked like you guys were just kind of grateful, for the season that you had. Just maybe took a chance to kind of savor just kind of the run that you guys had.
We're certainly grateful for the run that we went on, and our kids are, we're got a bunch of kids that are pretty happy-go-lucky. I mean, there are some upset kids too,
Sure.
but I think our kids also know when they were better than us. So, and they'll tell you too. I mean, we did everything we could, and our kids played as hard as they could. So we're not going to walk around holding our head by any means. So.
Coach, if I can get in another one, if you can kind of explain just kind of what makes Argyle so good and kind of what was so effective, especially early on. What were they doing on the court?
Well, for us, we're a smaller team typically, and we got one big, but they are really long. Their length really hurt us. We had a lot of trouble getting in the paint, and they are well coached, and they are a well-oiled machine, and it's just they played really, really good defense, and they play with their hands up and their chest out, and they move their feet really well, and it's really hard to get in the paint. But they are really well coached as well. So.
And Coach, if you wouldn't mind, would you introduce your players for us?
Yes, this is Jacob Harvey and Grace Waller.
Thank you. Matt Musil, go ahead.
Hey guys, congratulations on your season. Jacob, I want to ask you, because you were smiling and when you hugged Scott at the end of the game, you went off. I know you're frustrated with today's outcome, but just could you put in words just how special this run has been for you guys?
It's been really special. The smile you saw, I played for Coach Barrett since I was a freshman, and we've become really close over these last 4 years. And it's been a really special run to play with all these guys and my brothers, and especially playing under Coach Barrett. It's been really awesome, and just had to embrace the moment.
Greg, can you put it in perspective? Can you put it in perspective a bit too?
Huffman's a family, and there's a lot of emotions that have been going on in this playoff run, and it kind of all came to a head at the end of this game. And, we just kind of are grateful that we're here, and they were just a better team, and they outplayed us, but we left it all on the floor and can't really be upset about that.
Congratulations, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mark Berman.
Hey, Scott, how are you?
Good, how are you?
If you could put in perspective what it means for you and your kids to have represented Huffman and your high school for the first time ever at this level and getting all the way to the state championship game, what did all that mean to you guys?
It means a ton, and we've had so much support, and you know, even like my own children, I think, man, it was just nice to see them excited and fired up about something. It doesn't happen all the time. And, you know, just seeing people genuinely excited and happy for you and give them something to be excited for, I think made it all worth it for me.
You said the other day you thought it might take a month for it to all sink in. Do you still think that, or is it kind of all sinking in now?
I think in the locker room afterwards, kind of all culminated and everything, you know, all the games we played, you know, in the last, you know, month and a half. And yeah, I mean, it was interesting playing in a game that you knew there was not going to be another one, you know. So I don't know. Yeah, I think, yeah, I got a grip on it now, I think. So.
How long did it take you to figure out that you weren't going to have enough?
Tonight?
Yeah.
Well, I thought if we could make a couple open shots from the 3-point line and open it up a little bit going into the third quarter, I thought that you know, I thought we had a fighting chance, but you know, we just could not get in the paint and we couldn't get in and kick it out for open shots like we've been able to do. And you know, I think probably going into the fourth, I mean, we were out of it. So we tried to do some things defensively to get some steals and get back in it, and they scored on them, and then it was kind of downhill after that. So,
Thanks, Scott.
yes, sir.
Adam Coleman.
Hey, Jacob, if you can kind of speak on what did you see from Argyle defensively on how they were guarding you, maybe compared to some other teams that you got to face this year?
Just super long kids. They all really quick defensively. It was hard to get around them, and definitely didn't let you in the paint easily. They pressured me a little bit, but it wasn't. I don't think it was difficult to catch the ball. It's just they were super quick and really active with their hands and played really good defense.
And Coach, one last one. We talked on the phone. You know, in Houston, is usually Gates gets a lot of 4A attention and Sealsby even, or even Stafford. But are you hoping this is the kind of season where, hey, you know, Huffman kind of planting his flag a little bit and we can kind of grow from here and continue to be among the elites, especially out of Houston in 4A?
I think so. I think, you know, we're ranked, you know, pretty often, you know, in the TABC polls and all the, you know, basketball polls and stuff. So I think we're known now for sure. And you know, after making this run, I think you know, I think in our area at least, people are very aware of us. And
sure.
On the state level, I would hope so. Yeah, we hope to be back very soon. So.
Joe,
Thanks,
please.
Coach. Congrats.
Thank you.
Hey guys, Jacob, let's start with you. Can you just talk a little bit about like some of the moments that you'll remember the most about this season and just how special it was?
I think for me, it's been the entire run. This entire season, this entire playoff run has been really special for me, and this being my last high school season to play with all these guys and to have this special run and to have my last high school game be the last game possible played this season. It's really special, and I've been taking it all in and really enjoying it.
Coach, what about you? Could you answer that just on, I know, you know, after some of the wins that, you know, you're lost at words, just it's early, but can you kind of put it in perspective, just kind of what an accomplishment this has been for you guys?
Well, that's big. I mean, it's big for us. I think, you know, and you know, 20 years ago, if you would have said Huffman, you know, that's an easy win for you when you came here. And I think now, I mean, I think people know, you know, and especially, you know, one of the teams that we're playing in our area that you know, you're going to get a game when you come here. And, you know, it's just, yeah, I don't know. It's unfortunate the way it ended, but, you know, we won't hold our heads at all. you know, we're going to come back stronger, and you know, we're going to have a heck of a summer this summer and get ready for next year, and we're going to keep building on it.
Yeah, Gray, can you talk a little bit about just what you want to do to what you learned in this run and how you want to continue that next year when you become a senior?
I really learned what it takes to get to the state tournament, because sophomore year we lost first round and I didn't get to experience it, but this year I got every single game, and I learned what it takes to get here. And I'm gonna work this summer and make sure that we make a run next year to get back here.
Lastly, Jacob, to think that you guys are one of the two best teams in the state of Texas. I mean, how does that hit you when I say that you're one of the two best teams in the entire state?
It's crazy. Usually when people think the number 1 and 2 teams in Texas, you think a lot of people think Yates and Silsbee, but for Huffman to be number 2 this year, and it's really special for us and put us on the map for sure.
Congratulations, guys. Thanks for everything.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for joining us. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congrats, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Great season.
Thank you, sir.
I'll be in the middle? Yes, sir. No, this is kind of a, gosh. Those are some weird dudes. See them up there? Yeah.
All right. We are now joined with Argyle High School and Coach Russell Perkins. Coach, could you introduce the players you have with you?
Yes, ma'am. To my left, this is, no, you can tell you. This is, to my left is Skylar McCurry, a senior, and then Slate McMillan, also a senior.
Thank you. And Coach, do you have any opening statements about the win today?
We'll let the kids talk first, and then that's good for me right now.
Go ahead.
What's going on?
Yeah, just ask questions. We'll be all right.
Okay, we'll open it up then. Let's start with Reese.
Okay. Hey, Coach. You mentioned earlier this week that after what happened last year, you felt like y'all had earned the right to walk into the Alamo Dome and play for a title. Did getting down here live up to those expectations? And just, can you walk me through your emotions right now, winning the championship and everything?
Oh, it's you know, it's something that you dream of. I've been doing this for a very long time, and I never got to do it as a player. And even as a player, you would want to do that, playing basketball all the time. I've been down here a few times as a coach, but to go and win it is so special. But to see the progress and just the journey of going with these two and everybody else on our team, that's what's so fun. What started on June the 8th, when the UIL said we could come back together as a team, to getting to play the last Saturday for a state championship. Those memories are just ingrained in my mind so much that it is, of course, something I'll never forget. And I'm just blessed to be a part of that. Our expectations were high. They should have been high. Everybody's expectations were high for us. And these kids just carried it and took it all the way to the very end.
I've got one more while I got you here. Throughout the year, it's never really been one player in particular that's stolen the show for y'all. Y'all have a ton of depth. Do you feel like it's the depth and maybe just the willingness to sacrifice that made this team so special this year?
It's exactly right. And we've had a very, we were just smiled a lot all through the year, all different stuff. But our guys, our team, they just came ready to play every night. We have been behind in the fourth quarter twice all year long in two different games. And we lost the one game we lost. And then Skylar, I guess, hit a shot at the buzzer to win one of our games when we had been behind. And that's it. Every other time we've been ahead, we've played with the lead. And that takes a lot of just some strength and some courage. Just to get here every day and play to the best of your ability every time. We have to do that every day in practice because we have 16 guys that will get after it. And we got after it yesterday in practice. And some of them already said practice yesterday was much tougher than what we saw today, just because these guys got ready to do it. And so those guys help us so much, and our depth is so important to what we do.
Joe Hoyt.
Hey, Skylar, this is Joseph Hoy from the Dallas Morning News. The last couple of days, a lot of people around the world have been kind of talking about the 1-year anniversary of the pandemic. Perhaps no one knows that as much as you guys do. I mean, you guys were, right here ready to play a game, and then obviously the world kind of shut down. I guess what's the last year been like for you, and how rewarding is it a year later to get this chance to not only play in the Alamo Dome, but win a state title?
It's just an amazing feeling to be back here, and just last year, like you said, we got stopped, and it just broke our hearts, and just come back here and fulfill our dreams of winning a state championship, especially our senior year, just makes an amazing feeling.
Slade, can I ask you the same question?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it was an interesting year, but pretty happy that we made it back, and it was challenging with all the COVID precautions, but it's good that we finally basically got our revenge from last year.
Adam?
Hey, Coach, just curious, what was the game plan for defending Hargrave's Jacob Harvey, and just kind of, what were your plans to kind of try to slow him down?
Yeah, well, he's unbelievably talented and can really score at all three levels. Just unbelievably. Plus, he's so good at involving everybody else on his team. He's a special player, and I don't know him personally, but he's a great kid on the court and does everything exactly right. We have a number of people that we run at guards, and we've seen some really good ones this year. Yeah, he matches up with anybody that we played, but we just wanted to make everything very tough on him. And I thought Slate was as good as anybody guarding him all year from what we saw on film, just making things hard, keeping him in front. And our plan, our goal was to keep him off the foul line, because I've never seen him miss one. And then just make him make tough shots. And of course, it's all the other guys. If he makes a tough one, we're fine. We'll throw it in and go do it. But if he misses it, you have to go get it and not let him, because that happened a couple of times today where he got second chance opportunities on 1-3 that we didn't get. But that's going to be the key anytime you play great teams and a great player, is that you have to limit their touches and limit their chances. And we ran multiple guys at him, just some length, some strength, and then some quickness, and to see what we could do. And I thought Slate was the best of anybody that's done it all year.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
James Harris?
Guys, congratulations on a great season, closing it out today. I know it was a tough road, but it's been a magical season at Argyle, not just the basketball team, but the football team as well. Just talk about the culture of winning. I know baseball's had their success. Just talk about, how you guys all feed off of each other. I don't know if you had any football players that played on the basketball team, but it's really just seems to be part of the culture and the tradition that has really grown out there north of Denton.
And I've been at Argyle for 7 years. And so I don't know as much, 8 years, sorry. I don't know as much as Slate, who's been here since kindergarten. So
Yeah, ever since I've grown up, I've just always hear about Argyle winning all the time. And it's really awesome to be a part of that. But yeah, it's special. The coaches and all the players we have that just go around Argyle, it just seems that we win a lot of things.
Skylar, anything?
Just from when I've been here, just a winning mentality, and no one wants to lose, and just that's what we do. We win.
We have extremely high expectations. That starts at the top with our superintendent, Dr. Talina Wright, and she encourages us. She's our biggest cheerleader. She just celebrates kids, from kindergarten kids all the way through seniors at graduation. You mentioned our football guys. We do have 3 football players, Baylor Bowen, Rand Nash, Wayne Pritz. 3 kids that were, they're the ones with the blonde hair because their football team did all the hair stuff. But those 3 kids have not lost a game this year. They've been 16-0 in football. I don't know what they were in basketball. I'd have to go back and check it. We were just happy to get more than 16 because they did win more than 16. But we lost our 1 game this year before they got there. So since they're going to go through their senior year to, or one of them's a senior, but they're going to go through this year and not lose a contest and be a state champion in football and basketball. And that's it. I don't know. That's unheard of. I'll also tell you, our band won the state championship as well. And Monday, I will be working with my calculator team, and we're going to win it also. And so, that's just what we do. We're excited about that. And Our girls soccer team is number 2 in the state. They want to play as well, and they just feed off each other, and nothing ever gets said about it. We just do it, and it's kind of just a fun experience and a fun community to be a part of.
Very impressive. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll do final questions. Reese, did you have another question?
Yes, Coach. So Skylar was the MVP today, hit several big shots. First quarter, y'all outscored him 19-5. But then in the third quarter, the offense kind of got stagnant. He had a really big corner 3. Can you just touch on his performance and what he meant for y'all today?
It was huge, huge. That was a big shot at a great time, and it did. We started out so well, and then I tried to coach, and it got worse. And so we kind of let him go again. It was better doing that. But Skylar has done that all year, hit big shots at big times. And as teams kind of try to make a run at us or what looks like it's going to be close, the ball ends up in his hands a lot, and he's hit big shots all the time. Again, they were going to be very conscious of Nate Atwood, our post kid, got in a little foul trouble. And again, it shows our depth where arguably our most important best player, we used him, and man, did he pass the ball well today with some great guys cutting and doing what we do and work on all the time. But they just found each other, and today they found Skylar, and he hit the big shots.
Thanks, Coach.
Joe Hoyt, last question.
Can I ask you, the first one I promise is super quick.
Yes.
Russell, can you just explain what calculator team is?
Well, my second sport is competitive math. And so I coach the number sense team, the math team, and the calculator team at Argyle High School. And it's UIL, just like it has district, it has regionals, and it has state. And we've won it a lot, and we're going to try to do that again on all 3 of those things. And so that's what I do. I would tell you both of these guys are on that team, but that would be a lie. They're not on that team. But Eli Valentino he's on that team and on our number sense team and math team, and we'll do it again. Nate Atwood is a state champion in accounting, and these kids just succeed in a lot of things. He was on our accounting team 2 years ago that won a state championship, and it's not that important to everybody else, but those kids it's important to, and we're going to go try to do it again.
And one last quick question too. There was probably a moment with about 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You guys are up big. And it looked like one of your players made an apparent mistake, and you were kind of coaching him hard. It was very intense. And I kind of looked at Reese and I was like, oh man, they're up by like 14. When's he going to, it almost looked like you guys had the state title in the bag. The question is, when did you realize that you were going to win a state title today? And I guess when did you kind of, start going into celebration mode rather than coaching mode?
I don't know. I'm not very good at celebrating. I'm only good at trying to help kids get better and do things right all the time. And I hope I can do that. They get tired of that, but I just have high expectations and then let the kids feel the experience of what they're getting to do right now.
Appreciate it, Russell.
Thank you.
Thank you, Skylar. Thank you, Slate. Thanks, Coach. Congratulations. Safe travels.
Thank you. Thank you all very much.